Hello there, and welcome to this first video where we're going to be looking at how we can be using Microsoft Access to create a database. In this first video, we're going to be thinking about setting up a table, assigning data types to it, and filling in a little bit of information just so we can go and use it in the future. This is what you're going to be working on during the lesson, so make sure you're watching this video a good few times, make sure you're happy with the content, and of course, if you've got any questions, feel free to send me over an email. So I've loaded up Microsoft Access, and I'm going to click on blank desktop database. And this has created my table for me, and what I want to be able to do is I want to set up my fields, my pieces of information, which I'm then going to use in my table. So I'm going to click over here on the top left hand button and go into design view, and then straight away it's going to ask me to save my table name. So I'm going to call my table name animals, and then this top field here is your ID number. This is your primary key. This makes sure that all the records you enter are unique, and we'll be looking at that a little bit more when we come over to queries. So I'm going to put my field names in here. So I'm going to put my field names in first. We're going to go for animal name, animal amount, animal diet, and we'll go for animal first at zoo. So then what I'm going to do with these is animal name I'm going to keep as text, animal amount I'm going to change that data type to number because we're going to be handling with a number. Animal first at zoo, we're going to be using date and time for that. Animal diet, we're going to do something a little bit cheeky. We're going to use something called a lookup wizard. And what this lookup wizard lets us do is essentially create a drop-down table that we can use. So when this option comes up, you're going to type in the values that we want, and the values we're going to have are going to be carnivore, herbivore, and omnivore. And then just to make sure everyone's happy, we're going to add an other there as well. Click next, click finish. We can't see anything at the moment, and we can see that that short text has now gone back. That drop down has gone back to being short text. If we click on here, we can see different bits of information down here. We'll be looking at that later on. But what we can also do in this description field over here, we can give a quick description. This is used for the animal name which is being looked at. So what this lets us do is make sure we can give a little description so we can know what each field is being used for. So that's only got a few fields in at the moment. It's pretty simple, but now if we go back to the view button by clicking over here on the top left, we've got to save the table to make sure all the changes we made are saved. We click on save. So animal name, we are going to say elephant, and we are going to have 27 elephants. If we click on animal diet, you can see we've got this cheeky little drop down here. So I'm going to say elephants are herbivores. If they're not, feel free to let me know. And they first joined the zoo on Monday. There we have it. So then we can add some more information in here. We're going to add a lion. We're going to have 100 lions. Lions are carnivores. Let's hope they don't get anywhere near the elephants. And then they were added to the zoo on the 16th of March last year. So what we've looked at in this video is setting up a simple table. We've added some records to it. We set up some different data types as well. So this is what you're going to be looking at in the lesson using the work that you've done previously in your planning document. And I look forward to seeing you in another video, and happy database making.